Welcome everybody to today's episode of Tasty Train, the junction between Boxcar Town and Flavor Town. I am Alana and I will be your host today. In today's episode, we will be watching a crossover between Guy Fieri and Chopped Kitchen. Wade, due to poor judgment and a lack of enthusiasm for winning, he's a Pirates fan, lost against snooty bitch Kyle. And so now Wade must make a cohesive dish out of 4 mystery ingredients selected specifically by Kyle. However, because this is a underpaid, understaffed production, I will be serving as host, prep team, camera crew, and moral support, while Wade will be serving as our only contestant.
Hi, fulfilling my side bet because I lost to Kyle, unfortunately. So we declared a chop style, Guy Fieri style basket challenge. I gave Kyle 6 categories to pick 4 ingredients from. You could pick a protein, something sweet, something acidic or bitter, umami, spicy, and sour. And I don't know what he's picked yet. I left the rules kind of open because we didn't want to die or make anyone eat raw food, so there's no time limit. The only rules that I have is that I have to use all 4 ingredients featured in a cohesive dish, and I have to eat the whole serving. Also, the plating is will be posted on Instagram. Let's see what snooty ass Kyle picked for me. All right, it's the big reveal. Rambutans, I believe, right? Fucking candy corn, which is always the worst ingredient on the chopped shows because you have to frickin' melt it. Spam, which is a portmanteau for spiced ham. Yeah, cooking knowledge. And anchovies. I don't think I've ever actually had anchovies in my life, but I expect them to be gross. Okay, I have 2 possible directions to go. I'm thinking of either like a Reuben, with this replacing my corned beef, and some kind of sauce out of these 2. I have to taste the rambutan to see what it is, if it's sweet or sour or who knows what. Or I was thinking of going a pasta variety, because I know anchovy sauce is like maybe a dressing instead of a red sauce, and then maybe like my meatballs or my meat cubes. Still stuck with the sweet candy somehow to hide in the sauce, I guess. It'd probably be a sweet oil sauce. Did you know that that's why they're candy corns? Because if you stack them all up, if you had a million of them and you stacked them all up, it would look like corn on the cob with all the white nubs hanging out. Fun fact. I actually do like this crap.
That's simple.
But I like it in the trashiest possible way. To use it in a cohesive dish is going to be real awkward. So I'm going to have to taste a couple things to decide what is my least worst plan. And yeah, I don't know what these taste like. I need to find out what these taste like. Kyle, you dick. I'm going to try out the anchovies, because I'm sure I've had stuff with anchovy sauce in it. But other than Claudia with a chance of meatballs, I don't have much anchovy experience. Little stringies, it's a whole freaking fish. It almost feels like there's definitely some scales in some spots. Ugh. Just gonna take a whole one and see how it goes. It's very salty. I would say tuna-ish taste, but it's like sharp. Like the sharp cheddar, how that feels like in the back of your mouth. Like there's a very directness to it, but I don't like it. Yeah, it's a very sharp cheddar and tuna fish mixed together, I would say. It's not bad. Okay, so. Yeah?
It's texture for me. That's a funky texture. It's a very light flavor though. You gotta make sure that stands out.
Gotta be featured. Make sure you don't get any of the hairs. I don't know if those are okay or not.
Very good. Very
Is
gravy
it
and
like
texture.
is that like a grape with like a pear taste?
You know, that's a very good. That was very good.
Yeah. Maybe that's the finish or the closest association.
Good luck.
Alright. Know what everything tastes like. I know what Spam tastes like. The rambutans, I could make a apple slaw-ish thing with that being my apple, and the zucchini squash. I can't think of the word squash today.
We do have
Being
apples.
my thing. We do have apples, but I don't know if that would overpower or supplement or whatever. I'll have to try it out. And then I could do the sandwich with the Spam as the meat, some kind of sauce out of the anchovies, and a sweet sauce out of the candy corn. The apple slaw might be the way to go. So I think I might make a sandwich and a slaw. Shouldn't be too crazy. Shouldn't be too hard. All right, let's do it.
Not that anyone's really interested in what I would do with the dishes, but because I love Chopped, you're gonna have to listen to me just for like 20 seconds to hear me out. I would have done a brunch dish. You got 2 sweet and you got 2 savory. Beans and greens are in our area for the brunch menu. Beans and greens, it's exactly what it is. It's beans, canned beans, and a hearty green. But the sauce that covers it is an anchovy sauce. So instead of doing a meat that was like Italian seasoned sweet meats of some sorts, I would have used the Spam, and then we would have used the anchovy sauce as an anchovy sauce. That would have been savory. Sweet, we have candy corn. I would have done a waffle with those as in place of chocolate chips, and then I would have made a syrup out of the rambutans, a simple syrup of sorts, and given that really light flavor, something that could cook down and make stronger, and added that as a syrup on top of everything. And I think that would have been fucking tasty. Sandwich and slaw, also tasty. Would have added apples to the slaw. Since you called it an apple slaw, I would have put apples in the apple slaw. But you know, I wasn't cooking it, so you know. Sounds like it was a good plan.
We are going to try to make our own Russian salad dressing because I'm going to try to make a Reuben. So we're going to use varying amounts of these things, and I'm probably going to figure out how to melt that stuff down in the meantime, to that stuff being the candy corn, to make a weird sweet Russian dressing. Okay. But we're gonna add just a tiny little bit and kind of. It's pretty good. Just a little bit sweet.
One ingredient down.
No one asked you. Nice little pastas. Okay. So we're gonna zhuzh that in there. Give ourselves a little taste. And it's not bad. It's a cool little, cool as a cucumber. And the little rambutan is like a little, I keep calling it a pear taste, and it's a,
Cool as a cucumber or cool as a zucchini?
the saying's better with the cucumber, but it's definitely a zucchini.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're the same, but my wife has told me that they're not.
They're not.
Zucchinis and cucumbers are the same.
Oh no. No, no, no. Do you remember what you're doing?
I forgot my plan for what I was using the anchovies for, and I don't think that the anchovies belong in the apple slaw.
I do not.
I think we all agree on that. Yeah.
Originally,
What was the original plan? I don't
you
even
were
remember.
going to use the anchovies in your tartar sauce.
Oh,
In the Russian sauce.
but I used the sweet stuff
You used
instead.
the sweet sauce, which was, I think, a decent plan.
Yeah.
But you were going to use
So I got my
sweets.
sauces flip-flopped.
You did?
Son of a bitch. I'm basically just warming up the kimchi, and then I'm gonna have to melt the anchovy into it. I don't know how many to use.
I would throw some butter in there.
It sounds delicious.
Kind of looks like eels.
We're almost ready to build. Well, we gotta do way more rambutans. But after I put more rambutans in it, we're gonna be able to build our sandwich, and then it's just like grilled cheese, toasting the thing and flipping it over.
And what are you gonna do with the anchovy sauce?
And I think since there's so much butter in there now, I'm gonna use that in place of the butter on my toast. And just you leave the kimchi how it is because it's delightful. And we'll make our layers, and you're just heating enough to melt the cheese. So that's the plan.
Oh,
Oh, did you hear that?
weirdo.
What can I do? I think I'm ready, except for assembling stuff. So.
Well, that's great because I have something for you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's a gift from Kyle, a gift from me. What?
What is Kyle's magic surprise gift?
I put it in this bag because I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, do I have to do a puzzle?
I guess you have to do a puzzle.
I have to do a puzzle before I can move on?
Yeah.
All right, well at least it's not too many pieces. Oh, I like that piece. You can
Featuring?
tell that's probably featuring my unicorn shirt, because that looks like the wallet for Cameron's house. Some letters that go together. Woo! Sam's getting mad. Coach King 2021. Coach Coin. One guy was talking about cryptocurrency a lot.
That one guy might be watching this later.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. What the hell? Where's the top of this? It's gotta go that way. Okay, that one's gotta go from there. Boom. Nice, very well done. Now I get to flip my Spam. I like the little Frank's medallion. I didn't see the Frank's scepter before. All right. Prettier side up. Can't have dirty plate.
All right, I'm saying you're done?
I think so. So we'll pick one to photograph, and I'll probably eat the other one.
Probably.
Probably.
All right.
I'm gonna clean up some of the mess I made, and
I'm gonna judge. All right, but overall, I can say that both are sandwiches. Both have all the ingredients.
this is a pretty loose grading curve. Both are sandwiches. I'm glad I nailed that.
Yeah. I would say this one has melted cheese, and then this one might not have melted cheese. I mean, the outside has melted cheese, but is that inside?
Some melting on the top there, maybe.
Yes, it looks like it's sweated a little bit there.
Sweated?
Sweated. And then salad-wise, they were just the same. They were in the same dish. And so I'm giving you about like a 7 out of 10 inconsistencies.
Not bad.
Not bad. But you pass.
C plus.
C plus. Let's see if see how this tastes.
That's the real test. It's not terrible. The Russian dressing, I think, actually was successful. The pears, they're semi-successful as an apple slaw. I'm gonna try one of my Spam Reubens. Maybe get under it in one piece. Overall, that's not too bad as a sandwich. Not terribly. This is not as much of a punishment as I thought it was going to be. No. Not too shabby.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, last couple of bites.
Dude. Is that gonna sit well?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's not too bad.
Nice. Well done.
Culinary excellence.